All right. So Mitch made a comment about the game and how it should stay the way it is. But right above that, all right, my man Garth, all right, says it's simple. Baseball is the most boring game. It's like looking at grass grow, okay? All right? My man Garth is from the islands. He's a huge Knicks fan, okay? I know Garth from Madison Square Garden. Garth and I have been hanging out at the Garden for years, okay? Watching Knicks. He loves basketball. He loves tennis. But he finds baseball, I just told you how he felt about baseball. But again, if you are in Harlem, how many times do you see kids, two black kids, playing catch with each other, okay? Or outside of the Harlem Little League, which I came up in, which now is a fraction of what it used to be, okay? The Harlem Little League now is a small fraction of what it was when I was playing in the 90s, okay? And that league was huge, okay? A lot of black kids playing baseball. Well, you know what? If you look at the league now, really, I did a story on the Harlem Little League a few years ago. Very good. I went there, interviewed a lot of parents, players, some of the current leaders of the Little League, and I might play here one day, but it was sad because the league was so small, you know? I mean, no, it was sad, all right? And I read a piece, I got to call this out, and it was a piece on the Undefeated, and they actually went to the Little League and did a story on it, and the piece, it was this feel-good piece, and they were like, oh, the league is going as strong as it ever has and all this. This was a piece written for the Undefeated ESPN. I'm reading this piece, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, the league is a fraction of what it used to be. There's not that many black kids playing baseball anymore, all right? Like, it's sad, okay? So, and part of the reason why, all right, a lot of kids, and it's not just black kids, because I hear a lot of white parents talk about how their kids are not into baseball, even though there's still, of course, a lot of white youth into baseball. I see that all the time. I'm at Yankee Stadium, Citi Field. There's a lot of white kids who love the sport right now still, but there's still a lot who are not into baseball, and I've heard some white parents talk about how their kids are into lacrosse and don't even watch baseball, okay? And so, yeah, so like baseball has a serious identity problem with the youth,